Howdy, howdy, and welcome to another wonderful trash take. Today will not be a trash take. Today is me letting everyone know that our government is being retarded. Yet again, reset the clock. It's been 0 days since the government said something stupid. This time it is Pam Bondi. Now, if you don't know who Pam Bondi is, she's the Attorney General for President Trump. She is the federal prosecutor, so she will go after people no matter what state they're on a federal level with federal laws. And she recently came out in an interview to talk about hate speech. Now, what is hate speech? Hate speech is whatever the fuck you want it to be because it's such an arbitrary and such a vague term that whoever is politically in power can basically define it to whatever they want it to be. That's what it means. That's what it is, and that's why it's stupid. In the modern context, what's currently happening in America is you have a bunch of crazy radical leftists who are openly cheering for Charlie Kirk's death. It's not hate speech. It's hateful. It's vile. It's morally reprehensible, but it's not hate speech. Unfortunately, I don't want it to be hate speech either. I don't agree with him being brutally murdered. I don't agree with him being assassinated. I think that people cheering need to be fired. I'm fine with that, but I don't want them put in jail. This needs to be an issue that civil society corrects, not the government, because the government will use it against you in the future. And that is my biggest worry here. I don't trust the government. I don't care who's in power. Call me a schizo. I've never trusted the fucking government. They're all working to benefit themselves in some way, shape, or form, and occasionally I might be benefited because of it. And in this case, I don't see this as a benefit to me. We just had a banger speech from Vance talking about how the government is going to try to crack down on these radical leftist lunatics. And when he said that, I assumed they meant the ones openly calling for more people to be brutally murdered. I want those people in jail because it's fucking illegal. There's already laws on the books. We don't need any more laws on speech because it will be misused and misrepresented against me in the future or others in the future, and that's what I'm worried about. So now we're going to watch Pam Bondi speak for herself so y'all can see where I'm coming from.
There's free speech and then there's hate speech. And there is no place, especially now, especially after what happened to Charlie in our society.
I strongly disagree. There's free speech and there is illegal speech. Hate speech still falls under free speech, but it isn't illegal. And that's a key point here. People need to understand this is a slippery fucking slope, and I'm trying to keep myself from sliding off and everyone else from sliding off right now. When we start arbitrarily defining what's hateful, when the next people in power take power, the next people to win the election, if they decide, you know what, saying that we can't teach your kids about gay butt sex is hateful, you're going to jail and it's a firing squad, what the fuck are you going to do to stop it? If the laws were put on book under a Republican, then basically you're fucking yourself in the future. And that's what I'm trying to avoid right now is a thorough fucking. Let's continue.
Do you see more law enforcement going after these groups who are using hate speech and putting cuffs on people so we show them that some action is better than no action?
Some action is better than no action. She's right here. The government's been kind of doing no action. What they need to do is bring everyone up who knew about the assassination of Kirk and who supported the assassin in Kirk and bring them up in charges. And everyone that is openly calling for more people to be killed need to be brought up on charges. Everyone cheering does not need to be brought up on charges. As morally reprehensible as it is, society itself needs to band together to outcast the radicals. Because believe it or not, these laws will be used against you in the future. That's why it's a course correction that we need to make, not the government. The government interfering here can absolutely lay the groundwork for everyone to be fucked later.
We will absolutely target you, go after you, if you are targeting anyone with hate speech, anything. And that's across the aisle.
We'll target anyone with hate speech, and that's across the aisle. I think she's saying Democrats here because she's under Trump, so Republican. This is something that I think is going to be heavily weaponized in the future, especially when it comes to fucking Israel. I know it's everyone's favorite vassal state over in the Middle East, but the government and a lot of the fucking senators pay homage to Israel. And in the past, they've tried to pass laws against banning hateful speech toward Israel. So I assume this will be used in the future. If you disagree with what Israel does, you'll go to jail. That's me being a schizo. That's me guessing down the line. It's no guaranteed, but if we go that path, I can see it happening. And I don't want to go that path, so I'm immediately against it. Which, funny enough, Nick Fuentes actually made that point. I think it was yesterday. I saw a clip of him making fun of Destiny and Hassan, and rightfully so, because the rhetoric is fucking despicable. He's making fun of Destiny for saying more Republicans need to be brutally murdered in order for them to call for a ceasefire of leadership. That's a clip that Destiny has said. Hassan's just calling for people to die on the daily. And Nick is pointing to both these people being fucking retards and giving me the government ammunition to pass hate speech laws that will be arbitrarily applied to everyone, and he's right. He's absolutely right here. I can't believe I'm saying I'm agreeing with Nick, but he's right. And so I want to point out something else here. This is in memorial of Charlie Kirk. What did Charlie Kirk think about speech? Oh yeah. Actually, He's saying the same thing I am. Yeah, because he was a common sense moderate with a one extremist idea, and that was abortion. I'm not diving into that. Charlie Kirk says hate speech does not exist legally in America. There's ugly speech, there's gross speech, there's evil speech, and all is protected by the First Amendment. Keep America free. He's entirely right. There's free speech and there's illegal speech, and illegal speech only specifically involves people making death threats. That's about it. Trying to immediately incite violence or making death threats causes you to fall under the illegal speech category. Everything else, no matter how morally reprehensible it is not illegal. I wanted action from leadership, and this was not the action I want to see. I need someone to rein Pam Bondi in fucking immediately. This is not in memorial of Charlie Kirk. This is the exact opposite, in fact, of what he would want. He was a free speech advocate. He believed in there not being anything labeled as hate speech, so you could openly engage in the realm of free ideas in a peaceful and mannerful way to be able to shoot down hateful thought. That is what he died believing in. That is what he died practicing. For us to immediately say, you know what? Arbitrarily, that's hate speech. You're making fun of Kirk. Going to jail. You said Kirk's head looks a little funny. 10 years in federal prison, boy. You don't think Charlie Kirk was the greatest man ever? 20 years. Like, I don't know the full extent, but from what I'm hearing, it's really fucking alarming. And that's why I want to make this video, because I don't really want to hear the radical leftists complaining right now about Pam Bondi. They've already proved themselves to be mentally incompetent. So me, considering myself a moderate leaning right, I'm going to get called a Nazi either way, but I am telling you this is a bad idea. This is a bad fucking idea. And I'm seeing memes right now of the Arnold Schwarzenegger and the other dude, and they do the hands, and it says liberals and Republicans coming together to call Pam Bondi a fucking retard, and that is pretty accurate at the moment. This is not the move that I want in any way, shape, or form, and I'm hoping that this does not pass. Dear fucking God, please no. I don't want to be censored because I said something bad about Israel, and now SEAL Team 6 is going to come touch my butthole at night. Either way, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do we need hate speech laws? I personally disagree, but if you got a good argument for it, I'm all ears. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. If you liked the video, feel free to like it, comment down below, or subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, later.